All right, so we've been talking beef.
We've been talking pizza too.
We've been talking pizza, we've been talking beef. So, I was like, and you were talking about how much you haven't had a Detroit in a while.
I know.
And
well,
then
no,
I
I had one here last week because there's always pizza coming out of the oven. I was like, first of all, this is your dough. This is your house Detroit dough. It's so light. I mean, this is almost floating away. It's unbelievable. And when it bakes up, it's so good. So it got me thinking, Anthony, let's do a video again because the people love it so much. But what are we gonna do? We did deep dish.
Right.
We've done thin crust. On the kitchen, we did Chicago thin.
Correct.
And tavern style. And now it's time to do Detroit. But I'm like, let's do a Chicago style, Detroit style pizza.
All right.
And you're like, what's that?
Yeah, I mean, listen, a little combination of everything, but we're gonna do it. So, we got some of your beef. Now, this is your food service packed beef.
Yeah, that's our brand new certified Angus beef, clean label, all natural Italian beef.
So wait, this is Italian beef?
That's Italian beef.
So
yes.
for the rest of the country, we know this as
Italian
roast
beef.
Roast beef.
Okay. Well, roast beef, yes, Italian style roast beef. But this is very thinly sliced.
And then what's
melted
this?
So that's the gravy it comes in a pack with.
So that's another thing. The rest of the country knows this as au jus.
Yes, au jus. But here in Chicago, we call it gravy.
You call it gravy, even though it's not thickened.
I always have to mention this. By the way, I need to point out that
listen, I always go back to my roots.
Anthony only can afford one mic, so I'm putting it on my left bicep, which is the inferior of the two biceps.
After you hire Jeff for a couple of things, then all of a sudden you're like, oh, maybe I can get a half a microphone.
Exactly.
They didn't have them used. They didn't sell used ones.
Listen, stop making this about our budgets and let's make it about the beef. So I think you're like, what's a Chicago style?
So Italian beef, roast beef.
Yeah. Same thing.
Au jus gravy. Okay? So we got this, I warmed it up a little bit.
Nice,
so it's not hot, it's not cold.
But it allows that.
Right.
So what we're gonna do, like my vision was to do a classic Detroit, right? Where you got that caramelized cheese crust around that frico, you got the lines of sauce on top, it's baked, it's par baked, you got the light, high hydration dough. But we wanted to.
Since you're known.
Yes.
You're known as.
Sandwich King.
Ooh, the Sandwich King.
That was close.
The Sandwich King. We're gonna make a little sandwich.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the par baked dough. We're gonna stuff it with the hydrated beef, and then we're gonna put the top piece of crust on top, and we're gonna bake it with the cheese and Giardiniera and sausage, and make it a true Italian style combo.
And now this sausage is Mauro Provisions mild.
Yes, so we got great sausage too. You can get it at mauroprovisions.com. But what I don't like what he did is he cooked the sausage and he sliced it. Much like the New Yorker, he just can't, even though he's been in Chicago for 30 years.
There's a couple of things behind this.
It's the best
right?
sausage.
There's a couple of things behind it.
Yeah.
One, not that I just cooked it, but I poached it in the au jus.
Oh, all right, that's good. We call that the Chicago hot tub.
Okay, so now, for Chicagoans, what's a combination?
Combination is Italian beef and sausage in a sandwich.
Right. So that's why I didn't do crumbled, because Chicago, it's known as a combination. It's known as an Italian sausage with Italian beef on top.
Yeah. All right.
Where in East Coast, in New York, a combination Italian combo is known as a cold cut. Right? Salami, ham. That's when we go into a deli and we say, let me get a combo.
Boom.
It's a cold deli cured meat combo. You come to Chicago and you order a combo, you're getting
an Italian beef sausage in a sandwich, dipped usually with Giardiniera sweet peppers on top. Listen, this is what we're trying to do, is really unite the world, one pizza, one sandwich at a time, by uniting, I think, my two favorite foods, which are pizzas and sandwiches.
Agreed.
But listen, so we're gonna do a little East Coast style slice on there with Chicago style sausage. We got Detroit style pizza in a Detroit style pan. Grande Wisconsin cheese, which makes the best mozzarella in the world. We got, of course, our Mauro Provisions peppers, and we have the knowledge in the ovens of the East Coast being represented here. So let's let's go going. So we agreed that we wanted to stuff this, not just top it with Italian beef. Anybody can do that.
Right.
So this is
our baked crust.
Yeah, watch this.
And I'm going to try to go nice and nice across. Try to go even. I might go a little bit thicker on the bottom than on the top, because it's going to be a little juicy. Look at that guy. One
clean swoop here. This guy knows how to bifurcate. Look at him, you bifurcating son of a
I'm like a
Look
professional.
at this guy.
A professional
Let's see how even it is,
slicer.
though. This is it. Oh, nice.
Drop the ball a little
You
bit at
dropped
the
the
end.
ball. That's all right.
All
All
right.
right, I'm going to hydrate the Italian beef, which comes in these 2-pound packs. But you can see you need to kind of unfurl it a little bit, right? Because look how, I mean, those are like, and this is when we were making this and designing this, a lot of the commercial and the food service beef, even the retail beef, it's so thickly cut, right? It's like you're eating a shoe leather. But
Right.
this is like so well marbled, such great grading in this. And what we're gonna do, watch this. We're just gonna put it in here.
So while you're dipping, I'm gonna take a little bit extra virgin olive oil and put it onto the bottom of my pan.
Okay.
And then we'll take the bottom of the Detroit right into our Chicago metallic. See, another thing I hook up over here with Chicago.
Chicago metallic
pans. No joke.
They are very.
Great
They
pans.
make great steel pans or baking sheet pans. So what I'm doing here is like, why am I doing this if I'm not making a juicy beef? Is because there's so much flavor in the gravy or the au jus that we want that fat, extra spice. You could see how it kind of like just.
So I will say
soaks
this:
into
anybody across the country, it's good eats, and you can call it whatever you want wherever you are. If you don't want to call it Chicago style, but this is a sandwich that will become addicting.
Yeah, it is.
And you ship it nationally.
Yeah, go to MauroProvisions.com. You can get it shipped to your door along with the Toronto bread, the Mauro Provisions sausage, the Giardiniera, the gravy, everything you need.
You want a good dinner? Get the beef, get it ordered.
Yeah.
Heat up the au jus. Take the beef out, dip it in, or the gravy, dip it in. It comes with bread also.
Yep, the Toronto bread, which is really the only bread you should be using for an Italian beef, because it's got such a high protein content that it doesn't fall apart once you dip it in the gravy.
Yeah, you know.
So what we're doing is straining this so it doesn't get too soggy. It doesn't compromise.
We don't want mush on the thing.
All right, Anthony, I'm gonna pass this to you. I'm gonna get some more going. I think that's good, right? That's
I think
unbelievable.
we got a nice even distribution.
Distribution. That's
Distribution.
that's my word. Me and Jeffrey from the kitchen. We'd say distribuce all the time.
All right. So now we're gonna put the top on.
So basically, what we have here is like a sandwich, that's made with.
This would be
Detroit.
good on its own.
This would be great on its own.
All right. So now we're gonna top it with. So this is, again, outside the box, but it is what it is. Cheese is awesome for Detroit.
Yes.
This is Grande's Italian blended cheese, but it's mozzarella cheese. It's their proprietary cheddar and a little bit of provolone.
So you get the 3 cheeses. One of those at least. Cheddar you don't find in a lot of regular pizza from Italian places or pizza joints. But Detroit, it's brick cheese or cheddar cheese, right?
Correct.
And this kind of emulates that
and
brick.
I'll take brick. I'll take cheddar all day long. I think it caramelizes. It's got more flavor.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll put Asiago, a dry Asiago in there
funk.
too, just give a little flavor. All right. So now what we're going to start with is going around the outside, right? Because Detroit's all about the frico.
And again, the frico is basically the Italian word for, that cheese skirt. That caramelized cheese, crusty, lacy moment you get, whether you're like, griddling a sandwich and it seeps out the sides and hits that nonstick pan and kind of creates that lacy thing.
A little
or sometimes,
caramelization.
like I did a video, you can check it out, where I do the cheddar and the Giardiniera baked in the oven.
So just in case somebody is wondering,
Yes.
if you're lactose intolerant, this might not be the best pizza.
No, this is
to order.
definitely heavy on the lactose.
Yeah.
This is a lot of lactose, but
We're gonna go across the top.
you could take one of those. What do they have? The lactate.
A little lactate.
You could grind up the lactate and you throw it in the
Sprinkle
pizza
it in the
sauce on top like parm. That would be awesome for most of America.
All right.
That is.
So we got that. Now
Beef's
sausage.
in the middle. Now we're gonna do the sausage again. How do you want to do this, Ant? Do you want to make it pretty or do you want to make it just rough?
Well, once
I know.
it bakes up.
With those meat hook hands of yours, you can't really get too dainty.
Listen,
You can't even pick your nose with those fingers.
very,
Look at those
very
things.
sensitive.
This poor guy hasn't
Look how
picked his
big my
nose in 42
nostrils are.
years. I got big nostrils.
I
too.
came in to help you, and now you're talking smack, and you're not working.
Well, I'm just punching up the video here so people keep watching. They're like, what is he gonna say next?
All right. So
There we go.
The jar.
Sausage.
The jar.
Jarred. All right, we got a fork here. I'm gonna go medium. That way, and you can get a lot on there without too much spice, but you do want some spice on this. I think it really. He's in the back. He's gotten very distracted. He's like a toddler with pizza sometimes. There's so much pizza happening here. Are you back?
Yeah, but I shouldn't have done it. I'll show you what happens when you shoot video and you don't pay attention to something else that's going on in house.
Did you burn a pizza?
We lost a couple.
We lost a couple good guys.
We lost a couple.
Well, hopefully this video performs well, especially if you comment below and like it.
So now this is food service packed. Your sausage food service and home packed.
Yep.
You have food service packing on the Giardiniera?
Yes, we do. We do it in 4-to-1, 1 gallon jugs of it. You can get it for your restaurant, your pizzeria, your beef stand, your hot dog stand, your sub shop, whatever you got. But we also offer the jars. You can find them at Whole Foods in the Midwest, Walmart in the Midwest, Walmart Plus, Jewel throughout the Midwest, Fresh Time, Pete's Fresh Market, Brookhaven, soon Bristol Farms in Los Angeles. So we're growing every day, but if you want these and you don't find them in your grocery, you can go to mauroprovisions.com and you can get our hot, medium, mild, and our really, really addictive and popular Honey G pepper relish, which is finely diced, medium spice, but packed in grade A honey. It blows your mind all over your face every time.
All right. Well, I was asking if you had food service because if a cook took as long to make a pizza as you are, then most operators would have a little situation.
You are like, you know what you're like? You know when you like go to sleep at night and you're so comfortable and it's been a long day and then you hear like a mosquito and you're dark.
When you least expect it.
And you're like, yeah, man, now you can't sleep and now you have to hunt a mosquito.
But you will think about that mosquito all night long.
I know.
Yeah.
All night long.
All night long.
That's you to me.
Yeah.
Take that as a compliment.
Listen, that was from elementary school. You can, if they're still alive, you can ask some of my teachers.
They remember you. All right, that's enough, I think.
All right, we got it. So
look at all that color. Look at these custom cuts.
This is heavy duty, dude.
Oh, dude, this is heavy duty.
All right, andiamo. We're going to go into the oven.
All right, you follow the tone. Oh yeah, I see the burnt pizzas over here. Don't shoot these two.
Yeah, don't shoot those.
Don't look away.
It's gonna be Jeff's dinner tonight. All right, 575 in our electric. Oh, you good? Moretti Forni deck.
575.
575. We're gonna let it bake. It's gonna probably go about 12, 13 minutes.
Now, why like because most home ovens don't go to 575.
But if you're doing this at home, it go as hot as you can.
Yeah, 5.
Go as hot as you can. But so two things. If the dough wasn't part cooked, I would go a little bit lower to bake. But since it's cooked, we're getting a little heat. We want that little crisp, and we want caramelization. So we want some heat coming off of it. And it's really now just about the melt and the finish.
I'm just making sure. I'm making sure we get that on audio. I knew we were losing you.
Look here. You want to show just in case?
Look at this piece.
This is what they were supposed to look like.
Look at this is what happens.
And this is what happens when you start talking.
Oh my God! This is you can build a.
When
you can build
comes in your kitchen.
You make 4 more of these. You can build a whole church, just like our grandfathers did when they came over from the old country. They built all the churches. The great Italian.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
We're done. So baked about, it was about 12 minutes.
12 minutes on the dot. Oh, okay. Now I see those, look, we got sausage cups. Cup and char sausage.
That's not bad. Good, dude.
That looks really good. Look at that brown spot. I'm going to listen to the schnizzle on that mother effer right there. Listen to that.
Now so Detroit now, you have to allow it to sit for a couple of minutes so your cheese settles around the outside. So while that's settling, we're gonna go get the sauce. Now the sauce, for me, it's really the only pizza made that's finished with sauce. Some people will put it on prior, but typically it's finished with, and the sauce is actually cooked.
Got it.
So we got it cooked. I'm gonna go grab it and then I'll come back.
I'm gonna babysit the pizza here. Haven't seen this anywhere, but like, other than the slices of sausage, this is an Italian beef combo, Detroit style pizza at its finest. I'm very excited about this. And you do have to let it rest. I mean, because I think if you cut into it too soon, the cheese might stick, but if you let it time to cool, that frico crust will kind of detach from the sides of the pan. It's physics and science. And since I have my doctorate in food, just eating. Right? Oh, sorry, Anthony.
You're good. We got our warm sauce cooked down, so it cooked a little bit thicker than your typical.
Yep.
And everybody will see why that hasn't.
That's
seen
pretty
that.
thick, yeah.
Yeah. So our Pastorelli tomatoes, some granulated garlic, some oregano, salt, pepper, and a little bit of dried basil, and that's it.
That's it. Simple.
Beautiful.
But also pretty thick and cooked down. Like this is, that's.
You're not. It's a little thick for pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when finishing, though, we're gonna have it, nice. Sit.
Now, do you put the sauce on before or you take it out of the pan?
No, I'm gonna take it out of the pan.
Makes sense. That's what I would have done too.
Yeah, that's why I.
But I don't own a pizza school, so I was asking you for guidance here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're gonna take it out. It'll be easier.
I'm so nervous.
Don't be nervous.
What I like about this is we've never done this, which is awesome. This is, I think, the first time this has ever been done. So we don't know. I mean,
how it's gonna present. Yeah, this is the first time. I could feel it's a little soft on the outside. We could have probably gone a little, but it's juicy. It's juicy. So I'm either way. It's gonna be delicious. Oh.
Let's see. I could see that. Well, I see what you mean. Maybe. Oh yeah. Dude.
Bro.
Look at that. Kaboom.
Dude, man, got it, bro.
Dude, no spillage either. Like beef didn't crawl out. I didn't think it was gonna crawl out, but that's freaking nuts. I gotta get a picture of this for. I'm redecorating. I'm redecorating my bathroom, so I just need some wall art.
Yeah.
I do. Where I take a bath, I have a photo, a black and white photo of a
hot dog.
I think it's Raquel Welch back in the day with the dog, with the black dog. It's quite sexy. So I need to replace it with this. This is literally the second most sexy thing I've seen. Here, you hold this, because I'm a little greasy from all this SH.
So probably could have baked another minute. A little more crisp on the frico.
Well, we got another one in there. We can take it to the edge then.
All right, so now we're gonna do this. Here, you hold this now.
All right, you do this. This table's moving a little bit. Right in the middle. Okay, a little.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It sounds crispy.
The bottom's got a nice crisp. These pans definitely do a beautiful job. All right, so we'll take a little bit of.
Just one each, yeah. There's no, you don't got like
a little dollop will do you.
This is this makes more sense than doing it before taking it out of the pan or before cutting it, right?
Yeah.
It's a little cleaner. It presents better.
Eye appeal is by appeal, my friend.
Oh man.
All right, so a little sauce.
Oh, little extra.
Oh,
is that? Oh, I thought that was lactate.
Little Romano, because this pizza I didn't think had enough cheese on it.
No, so. I know. I was just like, geez, what?
All right. So, are you an in guy or are you a middle? You're a corner guy.
Yeah. Well, with the Detroit, I want.
You want that cheese?
Yeah, like you're eating a real Detroit when you're like the roof of your mouth is torn the hell up. You know what I mean? Like you're bleeding.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the emergency. You gotta go to immediate care.
I'm gonna grab a center.
Oh, dude. Dude, that's so stupid.
It's like a cake, bro. It's like a pizza sandwich cake.
I tried to but when I got married 21 years ago, this was my idea of a wedding cake.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been a bad one. I think everybody at your wedding would have been happy.
You were at my wedding.
I was at your wedding.
How about that? We're friends for life.
I was at your wedding.
Salute. All right. Detroit style, Chicago style.
Go.
You know why? Man. First of all, your dough is unbelievable. If they want the recipe for this dough, like my people watching, even the Pizza Academy, where can we get this recipe?
There's videos on our social media, Pizza Culinary Academy, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. And we're also having if somebody's local, we're having a Detroit style class here. We do a lot of consulting for Detroit style though. And
this is my favorite Detroit. I had a good recipe too that I developed over the years, but like this Detroit, it's just so light. It can't be too bready or dense. It's not Sicilian. It's not grandma. It's light and airy. But that beef in there is so hydrated, and you don't get that a lot of times, right? That's when we do our beefs, our frozen line coming out, all that stuff. We put it under the cheese so it doesn't dry out, and this is preserved.
Yeah.
That moisture in that beef.
Yeah. I bet you the cameraman wishes that he had an extra hand.
He's really, okay, someone mop him up. He looked like, Aliens, the sequel, when like the aliens just sitting there and it's like drooling.
Wiping his lip.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's got like acidic spittle coming out of his mouth. But great. We could probably take it a little more.
Yeah.
I think.
But I mean, the bottom has a nice crisp.
Cheese has got that chew to it too that you get from that cheddar and provolone in there. Sharpness you don't usually get in mozzarella.
That's a pretty good pizza there, Jeff.
It's my idea. His execution. He's not going to burn this one, I bet. No, he's not going to burn this one.
I'm not going to burn it, but I want it cooked a little bit more than this one.
This is unbelievable. All right, that's it.
Look at that, dude.
Sausage on top. I'm not hating that it's not a crumble or a hunk of sausage on there. I like the crispness of that.
Well, you know what, too? I was hoping that you didn't take the pizza and dip it into the gravy.
No. I don't. I mean, I guess you could if you were serving it at a restaurant. But if I'm
a little side cup.
If I'm eating pizza like I usually do on the couch at home watching my stories on Netflix
with a little dip cup.
Yeah, a little ramekin.
Down south they have spit cups, and up north they have dip cups in Chicago.
This is sick.
Dude, that's addicting right there.
Dude, I think we did it. This is gonna be our best video.
That was a good one.
Anthony Iannone, Jeff Mauro, National American Culinary and Pizza Academy.
We call it the North American Pizza
and Culinary Academy. Did you ever think of like maybe he's throwing just a couple of those words out of there?
Last week we had a 5-day pizzaiola certification class, and it was actually awesome because even though we've had people from all over the world come in, last year that class we actually had represented all North America. We had Canada, U.S., and Mexico in the class.
I met them all
at the same time. Great people, but it was awesome because it was truly North America represented in the North American Pizza and Culinary Academy.
You had a Canadian, you had Americans, and you had Mexicans. Mexicanos. Yeah, really nothing else. You could get a little Central America maybe.
But then that would be the Central American Pizza and Culinary.
Yeah, but that would just
That's why I went North American. Yeah. But we'll take everybody from anywhere.
Well, and they were all here for one common reason, and it is making better pizza. And I think we just made the best pizza I've had in a very, very long time. All right, be sure to like and subscribe, follow below. I'm going to link the Detroit recipe. Oh, Madonna me, look at that. That's what we do. That's it. Now we got to take this out. That's sick. Like, subscribe, comment below. What should we make next? Anthony and I, the Sandwich King, the Pizza King, coming together. What should we make together as one unified front? Not only combining pizza and sandwiches, but also Chicago and New York, and then the rest of North America.
There you go. It's like Wonder Twin Powers.
Yeah, boom.
If you're looking to open a pizzeria, if you're looking to just learn at home, North American Pizza Culinary Academy, located in Lisle, Illinois. We do professional, we do home, residential, equipment, ovens, mixers, I mean, you name it, anything restaurant business related. That's what we do.
It's the #1 pizza place in the world right here, guys.
It's a beautiful thing.
See you next time.